Alright, looks like this is working. Hey there, everybody. Okay. Alright, so we're back into this. I can't remember... Oh, shoot. Which is which? These are organized by... Okay. Looks like these were all taken on the 5th. So we just go for the latest timestamp, which is this one. Alright, so I did some thinking about this, and I did some time with it. The solution that I sort of came up with is that I think you can get through these now. I don't think that we need to go later. So I don't actually know how to get part of this, but what I found out when I was sort of looking around is there's this stupid thing on the right side of the UI, the diagnostics, and they sort of like have this little dot in a hexagon, and I'm like, okay, so what I'm assuming is that that thing is capable of moving a little bit. Now, there's a place that I think has these solutions, or where I'm supposed to go to get them, but let's go find that. This is the other thing that I sort of noticed. I actually looked at this wrong sort of the first time around when I was there, but I can't actually even remember where it is. I can't go one of the directions, and I don't have a map. I don't want to go in the meat hole. It's this room. So there's this thing. I thought originally that I was supposed to punch in a code for this, but now that I look at it, the actual thing is behind glass and the radio thing is on the outside. I thought that was weird, but so what I probably have to do is play a specific pattern into this. They even have the hexagon in the background to sort of like prompt you to think about this. So what I'm guessing is I have to play a specific frequency in front of this thing, and what that'll do is it will like give me a diagnostic shape in the corner there, and we can use that to sort of figure out the password from there. The problem here is like I don't actually know how to get this to do anything, right? Like I don't actually know how to sort of actually use this. Oh, this is different. Oh. Okay, so it actually shows up here. That's different than what I thought it was going to be like. Okay, so this actually shows us a pattern. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So we have to get it to show us like that triangle. And once we get to show that triangle, that tells us that that frequency is the correct one. And it'll show the sort of pattern there. The problem is I don't know what the numbers are supposed to be here. So we can sort of guess, and I'm just going to see if there's a specific shape that shows up based on the numbers. Because this sort of just erratically traces around the outside. That's not going to be anything. Hey there, Morbits. How's it going? No Persona? Yeah, I'm going to try and finish off Signalis, because I don't really have a better place to slot it in time-wise. I'm thinking that the number is probably lower here. Way lower. If I can't figure this out, like, based on this, then I'm going to obviously, like, just continue on. There's probably somewhere that tells me the numbers that I'm supposed to be getting here. But, yeah, this actually tells me a lot. This, like, does tell me I'm on the right track with this relatively. Oh. Windows backup, I do not want you to do that. Restore pages, no. There we go. Okay, see, this like is kind of giving me that triangle, but it's a little bit off, for example. So maybe we just go to like 100 and we'll sort of calibrate from there. Let's try 95. You know, I'm kind of wondering, let's just try this on the triangle door. Let's see if this is close enough. Because it's giving me the triangle, and it doesn't seem to actually move when I... Like, if I adjust this down to 90, Like, the triangle is still a triangle. It's a little bit wonkier now, but it stays like this. Like, it doesn't really sort of change that. So, I think we can sort of assume that that's probably close enough. So it's like this, 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 this. So let's see if that works with that one. And then we'll try and find the hexagon after that. I have to remember that there's a side of this room that I should not go to. It's the left side, where all the monsters are. And I believe the triangle room is up here. So if this doesn't work, then I'm on the wrong track, and I will just jump down the meat hole, and we'll sort of figure things out from there. But I feel confident that this is kind of the right direction here. Okay. So now I have to find that hexagon on there, too. There's probably... I wonder if there's an easier way to do this. Okay, I'm trying to see what there is in this room here. There's another enemy over there, too. Glad I didn't accidentally have the flashlight on. If there's this many enemies here, I kind of actually want to swap weapons. Oh boy. Yeah, I do not want to get in a fight here. I can tell there's an enemy over there. Yeah. That was close. Okay. Trying to see if there's a good pathway to get around. I'm going to wait till this guy's further up, and we're going to make a run for this door if we have to, but hopefully we can stay out of range here. Oh, shit. I kind of want the shotgun for this one anyway, but, like, whatever. It's 238. So you can see that hypersensitive thing on the right there. It's jumping around, but... Oh, shit. Forgot. I have to do this first. Let's equip you. How tough is this thing? Well, that sucked. The most important thing here is that one thing's not going to get back up. The, screamy thing that causes the feedback. When I look at it, my head hurts. Great. It's probably all the getting thwopped that actually hurts there. Alright, so we have this thing. Looks like I need 5 more. I thought I was actually further into this game than I am, but I am apparently not far into this game at all. Okay, great. Unlock the door. Where does this lead? Okay, a repair patch is good, but what I probably want is to actually swap some stuff here. And I also want to flare a guy, potentially. Oops, this is the wrong room. One further down. Oh, wait, that was the one that had the hexagon on it. No, the one with the hexagon's in here. Never mind. Alright. So we got a repair spray. Let's just pull all those out for now. Gonna drop this into inventory, and we're gonna pull out the revolver for now. Okay. And we'll keep that with us for the time being. Do I have to use one more of these? There we go. Okay. All right. And like I said, I actually should pull a flare. I just need one here. It's like my character model looks a little bit funny. I forgot they have to do this as well. Okay, equips. Let's get back up there and we'll check out what was to the left of those guys. That room with the darkness and all those enemies is going to be a real problem, I feel like. Okay, if this guy gets up, I'm going to be real irritated. Okay. Of course he gets up. Looks like he's way weaker against this. It's actually probably because he's, like, already taken a bunch of damage, but that one staying down is nice. Huh. Well, I got a feeling that that's probably going to come in handy for that room with all the darkness in it. That's really awful. Okay, I know where the incense goes. I don't know if I know how to light it. Alina's diary. How long has it been that I'm down here? How did I get here? Where is this place and why am I here? My memory feels so blurry, as if I've always been here, forever. Even my hair is slowly turning white. I remember my name and I remember my life, but I also remember a different name and a different life, and it feels like the line between her and me is blurring the longer I stay here. Painting is destroyed beyond recognition. The plaque on the frame says Metamorphosis. Okay. Can we see it? I can't really tell what it's supposed to be. Presumably it's like some sort of like butterfly, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? Door's defective. Fantastic. So we need to collect the grenade launcher so that I can properly fight my way through that other area. I'm guessing. Where was the room where I do the incense? The doors here are interesting. They don't lead in the direction you think they're going to lead. Like, you enter in from the left side and then you enter, like, exit out of the wrong side of the other place, but not that that really matters too much. Let's go ahead and place the incense sticks in the room that had that little shrine, which I think was right near the beginning of this area. Pretty sure it was up here. Interesting. Well, I'm not sure how important that actually is. I'm not even 100% sure that you're supposed to actually collect all 6 of those necessarily, but I mean, they're there, so I might as well probably do it, I guess. I don't know. Let's get to our inventory box so I can shove some of these puzzle pieces in there. Although we could also do the other thing, which is I could... Wait, I forget. What am I doing here? Oh, right, the ladder. I could just try and slot those into the place where I could put them. That would also be a thing I could do. For now, though, I think what we're going to do is just store that. We'll store the grenade shells until we can actually get a grenade launcher. And I just want to look at this again here. Hexagon. There'll be some sort of pattern where it's just like going really nuts, it looks like. Okay. So, let's try this again. Actually, let's look at this. I can't remember what this was. This is the no escape one. A reference to Sartre. Okay, you know what? We're going to try this. It's going all the hell over the place. I don't actually know that that looks right, though, but... it looked more correct than what's going on here, so I'm guessing it's actually higher. Let's just max this out. What was that on the background there? Right, well, we'll try this. It's top and then the bottom 4. I still find the interface for this, like, really clunky. I don't love the controls, the way they have you sort of, like, use the menus or navigate stuff. Okay. I like that it doesn't have to be precise. Like, if I had to get the very specific... Oh, I need a flashlight here, I feel like. Something weird is going on here. Bit of a problem fighting them there, just in the sense that now I have to sort of deal with the fact that they're like right in the middle and I can't easily get past them without fighting them again if they get back up. I don't know if I'm going to have to come here often enough for me to want to flare it, though. The Empress Hand. Okay, which... Do I start right to left or left to right here? On the first day she was crowned. On the longest day nothing was done. On the next day she was wed. On the last day she took her life. Okay. So this is probably some sort of reference to like the Empress Tarot, I'm guessing. So we're probably going to get tarot card stuff here. This feels like the kind of game that would pull that. Sure, that's the wrong finger. So we're actually going to have to use multiple items for this, because it's going to be based on this thing. I'm guessing the thumb doesn't count as a finger here. Yeah, so we only got 4. So we need a crown, we need nothing, and then the wedding ring, and then something symbolizing death. But I'm not 100% sure that we're going to have the items to do this anytime soon here. So let's not worry about that right now. I get the feeling we're going to need a lot of other puzzle pieces before we can get through there. Alright, hopefully these two are not getting back up right now. They're not. I'm going to have to come through here a couple times. I may want to do something about them being there. Okay, let's think about this. That means we know what to do with the wedding ring. This is fired from the flare gun. I have the correct gun for this. Whoops. Okay, so we want to pull the flare out somehow. Is there a way to unload this without using the flare? Okay, that did give us back the flare as well. That's good. Didn't want to lose that there. Alright, so this is going to cause me to explode myself, but you know what? Sometimes you just explode yourself. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so now we gotta get back to that room that had the darkness. We want to equip the flashlight. It's already equipped, right? We may also have been able to do this with the flares, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Let's equip you for now, because I might have to get into a fight here. Don't want to accidentally reflex fire a grenade into this one person here. Alright, so this is going to be a slight problem room, because I might spawn directly into a fight. Oh no, this isn't it. The other one. North? Wait, where was the other door? Yeah, it's up here. I did not spawn directly into a fight. That's lovely. I wish I could get that more easily, but that as well, but I think I'll try for that later. Okay, did the grenade not go off or something? Okay, that doesn't work very well, but... yeah, I'm just gonna have to... That's the serpent ring. Maybe I was just supposed to use a shotgun to get through here. I'm actually going to reset that one. I think I blew myself up slightly with the gun there too. But I feel like the grenades are probably a tool I don't want to just waste, but... I'm trying to menu. So it looks like I should just use the shotgun for that room, probably. Which is slightly annoying. Store all those. I don't have a ton of shotgun rounds left either. Okay, this could be a situation where I still want to use a second gun as well. I might even want to go with this as my other gun here. Going with this kind of loadout. Explodes on impact. So you do actually have to hit whatever you're shooting at with these things, it looks like, I guess. Health items for me are getting a little bit sparse, so I can't be going around with a lack of those. I just realized there's something here. Speaking of good healing items, there we go. I'm contemplating actually like trying to get the stuff in this room. The main problem is actually this fella. Because that fella has a gun. Like the other ones you can sort of loop around, you can do stuff to sort of... Oh, right, I forgot you existed. Oh, what the hell? Well, I guess we're going for this stuff now. Alright, so we make everybody angry. Start running around here. Okay, that worked out way better this time. Funny enough. I'm not sure why it took so many grenades the first time around, or why it only took one this time. Just want to double check the room around here. We're going to end up in that other room. We're going to end up having to sort of like fight stuff right away, but... Okay. I think we're actually fine right now. Okay. Important thing is that we saved a grenade compared to the last time we tried this. Okay, so the serpent ring is how she dies. I've only got like 2 repair sprays left. The amount of healing I need to do in this game is actually a lot higher than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Either way. We'll just have to sort of suffer through, I think, for a little bit here. I don't have a key. I've opened all the doors that I can find that have that password method. So this might be the time where I want to go into the room with the other stuff. I think what I can do is, since I drew all those guys to the north side, I may be able to walk in here now. Nope, they've reset. I'm guessing after like a specific type of zone change, like they reset position. The problem is the big guy reset position in a way that was like next to me, so... that doesn't really help me much. Okay. I'm thinking maybe now it's time to go down here. I'm thinking that maybe we've done everything we can. Again, this would help tremendously if I had a map. But unfortunately, that. So I don't really know. I think the only thing I can really do here is just try every single door again to double check, make sure. Because, again, like, the map is a super useful feature that they've just disabled where I no longer know if I've actually been a place or not. I'm guessing what we'll have is this will unlock from the other side after we jump down, so we'll be able to go back and forth between those zones. Like, I'm guessing that's probably what happens here. What were you again? Yeah, so we figured out what that was. Nothing else here, right? Alright, yeah, I think we go into the gaping meat hole. Fantastic. Love to hear it, love to see it. Kind of wondering, like, where we're gonna find this last ring as well, because, like, clearly there's gonna be... How are you up there? You're supposed to be in that other corner. Feels like you cheated. Alright. Oh, right, there's a boss fight down here. I don't have the right stuff for this. Ouch. Glad this thing seems to have a speed loader. Ow. Ow. She won't wake up. Sounds like a way of saying she's dead. The rifle Issa was carrying. It's chambered in some sort of ridiculous anti-armor cartridge. No wonder the recoil knocked her out. Can I have it? Does this room seriously not have any healing items in it? So I guess that fight is really just you loop around in circles until that guy dies. So I actually probably don't want to blow through that much ammunition for that. I also don't want to blow through that much health. Let's go back again. Can I get that rifle somehow? I know that, like, the rifle is an item I'm allowed to have. Oh, shoot. This is from way back when. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, that was a mistake. Alright, let's drop that in there. Let's grab this. I could probably actually redo this in a way that actually is beneficial, though, because there is a thing I screwed up on last time, so this will let me fix that. Because I am taking way too much damage in a lot of these situations here. Damage I don't need to be taken. Well, also have to go back and get that thing. Alright, let's hope for the best here. It kind of comes down to this guy's movement to a large extent, like... So I can't actually come up this way. I guess I can. I just have to be really careful about that one. Okay, let's make sure we got the right stuff equipped here. HE equipped. Have to sort of get hit there. Okay. Just have to do this. Now we got room. Okay. And I think we maintained a bit more health than last time. We did. I might have had the flashlight turned on last time I was doing this, actually. Oh, shit. Nope. That's not the problem. God. Okay, I can also see there's an item on the table there, though. Okay, this was a much better pull than last time. The only problem here is I'm kind of full on inventory, so I don't have a great way to pick up this. Small wooden doll. So that one's a puzzle thing, so I do actually have to get that. So let's go ahead and do some inventory dumping, I guess. Also need to pick up that repair kit, use it immediately. Wondering what the best way to get that doll is going to end up being. Oops, this is the wrong one. Next one down. I feel like you can probably beat that, like, abstract daddy thing by just wandering around in circles without actually ever shooting it, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Alright, so this was my best run as far as, like, this bullshit goes. Oh, shoot, I had the revolver with me. That's why it was so awkward. That was me being an idiot. Okay, it's fine. I should probably take some stun prods with me, though. The only problem is here is that it's going to reset the location of those guys, so... Going to have that problem here. Yeah, so the way that I was sort of thinking about it, and I got it kind of wrong, but I kind of got right. I thought that, like, after I was looking at it, I figured out that it's got to have something to do with this, thing in here. Because, like, I realized that it's actually the number pad, because originally I thought we were supposed to input numbers on this, but I can't actually interact with this. Right, like I have to actually sort of like look at this otherwise. So the way that you get this to do something is you put music into this through your radio, and it shows you a pattern on here and then the number pattern here. I thought that it was going to be, I put in a number thing on the receiver here and it would show me a pattern on this, on the diagnostics. Unfortunately, it does not actually do that. It shows it on this, which makes it way harder to figure out what you're doing. But that is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get to draw a triangle on here. It'll show you a number pattern, and then you just use that to get through there. So I did figure it out. I don't know how you're supposed to actually figure out the specific numbers to get you the different patterns, but it's super generous. Like, it gives you a huge range of numbers that you can use before you're considered incorrect. So it wasn't actually... You can be off by like 20 or something like that, and it'll still give you the right answer. So... That's kind of how I did it. Nice of them that they were being super generous with that. Yeah, so I was on the right track-ish when I sort of sat down and thought about it, but I was not quite right. The fact that that Repair Spray Plus didn't put me back to full health is very disappointing to me. The other thing I'm not sure about is that box over here. Okay, well, we're gonna go and reset the pattern there. I'm not sure how far I actually have to travel before it resets them, but it seems to reset them if I travel, you know, some distance. I'm guessing this counts as a new zone. That's my guess. Yeah, so I figured out the triangle and I figured out the hexagon, and hopefully that's all the doors I have to figure out. There's a bunch of other patterns that are available that hopefully don't mean anything, I'm guessing. I don't know. Okay, so what I want to do is draw them up to sort of the north side of things, and then immediately head through that door while they're in the wrong sort of area. I think is what I want to do here. Because there's no way I get this box here. Thought it had something to do with the ship. I don't think that they would make you remember something from that far back. That seems like that would be a bit extreme. I mean, could be, but... where do I want this to trigger here? I think here's good. Nope, they're going to be a little bit too close. I'm going to have to draw them north. Damn it. It's because they're looking at that door. Ow. Let's shoot. Ah. I'm taking way too much damage doing this. Like, I don't even know what that item actually is, necessarily. Okay, well... Flare shells. That probably wasn't that important. Damn it. Well, I'm gonna have to use some restores, but... now at least I know. I should probably be less thorough in this game, if I'm totally honest with you. I hate these doors here. The door does not look like door, is how I would describe this. Alright. So this part I actually needed, though, so... actually, you know what? Let's try this. Alright. Large hollow wooden doll that has been opened as a small dolls inside. Okay. Does this do anything? Small doll inside rattles around when I shake it. Maybe we need another medium-sized doll. Maybe we don't have the full Matryoshka. Okay, well... Put that in there for now. Instead of using those, I'm actually going to use an auto-injector. Yep, back to full. Unfortunately, auto-injectors are super rare. Alright, let's try this stupid flesh boss again. Let's try and not use any ammo this time. It might require that I do some amount of damage to it, though. I don't actually know. Doopy 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 doo. Come follow me. Lots of time for her to reload that rifle. Ouch. It's the sudden sprints that get me with this thing. Come on. Come on. I'm probably wrong, and like, she does actually need to, like, I do need to deal damage to this or something like that. I don't know. Very irritating if true, because that's not actually how I beat it the last couple times. I actually just got the shit kicked out of me is how I did it the last couple times. But maybe that's it. Maybe it's after I've lost enough health. I don't think that's actually right, though. Yeah, I don't know. This feels very strongly like it only triggers once I've taken enough damage, which is a weird metric. Maybe I should just go into this thing like with the low health before I've used the auto-injector, but whatever. Just have it immediately trigger because I'm already almost dead. See, this is one of those kind of scenarios where it's actually like just very irritating that they will not like give you a hint. Shooting it lowers the time. That's possible. If that's true, though, it still means I should just run around in circles instead of shooting it. Because, like, time is not a resource that I care about. Bullets are. Now, you can do me a favor and figure out by looking up, like, what exactly it is I'm supposed to do here, because I'm a little bit busy. I'm a little bit preoccupied to look it up right now. I'm just kidding, you don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna keep running around circles, though. You know, I've seen some people fumble, like, picking up bullets or whatever like that, you know. Whatever she's going through is, like, kind of severe, though. Like, you can see her, like, stopping and crying between, like, reload animations. So, I mean, you know, she's having it rough, but that's still like an almost impressive level of incompetence that she's displaying there, really. The fact that she hits it on her first shot is actually a real relief. Can you imagine if she, like, whiffs a shot and then you have to go through this whole thing again? Doop-a-doop-doo. Ouch. Damn it. I'm just gonna let it beat the shit out of me, because that seems to be what always triggers this. Nope, dead. So what exactly is it that I'm supposed to do here? Is it actually, I have to... It's never been I do enough damage to, like, knock it out. That's never been how I've actually gotten past that. So I want to see if it is actually possible to do it without shooting, or if I literally have to shoot it, because it's giving me contradictory... it's giving me contradictory information. Let's look this up. Apparently moving it will actually cause... Alright. So apparently we are doing the right thing. It's just that I really... Yeah, moving increases the time it takes. Yeah, that's the thing I read as well. That is actually kind of irritating. So what we probably want to try and do is get it to get stuck. There's a kind of angle where it sort of gets a little bit more stuck, so we can actually move less. It'll still move, but, like, it takes it longer. Yeah, that's what I was getting as well. Or I could just do this for forever. Ow. Or not. Nope. Okay, that's not working very well. Damn it. It's that little jolt of extra speed that it's allowed to get that really sort of screws with me here. I think we do it like this. Because that gives me periods of time where I'm standing still. Nope, damn it. I'm kind of wondering, like, how little I have to move, because trying to, like, not move while you're doing this is really infuriating. Like, obviously you have to move to actually dodge it. So, like, that's not working very well. Like, I don't know here. It also says sort of in the description, though, like, if you keep moving, she will still eventually shoot, but, like, it feels like it takes a really long time if you're doing it this way. I'm kind of wondering, like, how much time, like, damage reduces it by. But, like... See, it sort of glitches through the thing sometimes, and that's what's causing me problems here. Need to stand like that, I think. Nope. Sometimes it doesn't have to go around the back end of the thing, and that really speeds up its loop compared to mine. So I have to dodge away at the last second there. And it is not actually that consistent. Maybe I just shouldn't think about conserving ammo for this. Damn it. Nope. I can't get it to consistently do the lunge attack, which is what I want it to be doing here. Yeah, I feel like you're probably just not supposed to worry too much about conserving ammunition, which is annoying because, like, it always feels like it soaks up a ton. Learn to reload? There's a way to reload? Yeah, well, it's fine. At least I'm not forgetting to, you know, use the right exit screen where I don't exit the desktop. That would be embarrassing if I did that again. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it this time a little bit at least. Damn it. Oh, well, I was kind of hoping there was a way to reload a save file from here without having to, do as much as I normally do. I'm curious as to why it moving, or me moving, makes her reload slower. Like, I can imagine it takes her longer to, like, get a bead on the enemy. Oh, damn it. But actually reloading the gun should take the same time there. Ow. Wait, what? Cheater. Okay, there we go. I feel like dealing damage to it does make it significantly faster, so... The problem is, like, the whole moving makes it take longer thing. I dislike that mechanic by quite a bit. Alright, you know what? That's probably good enough. Okay. Unfortunately, I haven't actually figured out what that password is yet. Our revolver ammo's down to 9. Shotgun is up right now, so we potentially take that. I'm going to take the pistol ammo. Just take the pistol. Oops, not the shotgun. Not that. It's clunky boss design. I don't think it's necessarily like bad boss design automatically. I think it would be better if there's some kind of tell that you're not supposed to move, or how the mechanic actually works. Like there just needs to be a bit of a tell to it. And I'd have been okay with that. Because it's like, you know, if you fight another boss, it like soaks up a bunch of your ammo as well. If this thing can get back up, I'm going to be real mad. I'm going to flare this thing. I'm going to walk in there, it's going to get back up as I'm trying to flare it, and I'm going to be very irritated. I'm going to reload if that happens. Oh, he's non-thermitable. Okay, well, that's fun. I'm guessing it's not possible for him to get up, so it's the game's way of saying that it's not a recoverable boss. So that's good. Ah, shit. Oh, this is a really awkward spot. Okay, I'm actually gonna get some flares, I think, is what I want to use here. Because I don't use the damn thing for, like, other situations. I might as well use some of them. Wait, where's the flare gun? Ah, here it is. Flare shells. 5. Oh wait, I can't... Oh, this is gonna be awkward as hell. Okay, we'll store you. Combine. And then we put away the grenade shells. And I don't care as much about you. Okay, so that one can't get back up because we used the right type of weapon for that. Repair patch, we're going to be able to just go in here. And we'll drop that off. We'll drop off these now. Okay, so we mix those. Just use it. Still in yellow, not great. Alright, so that one can't get back up, but the buddy can. This may be actually a point where I'm going to want to keep that one down as well. Signal flare shells. What's a signal flare shell? Oh, it's just a regular flare shell. Okay, well, that's fine. That's the stairs to get back up so that we can sort of, like, go back and forth between these places. Another stun baton. Picked up Regent's Ring. Okay, well, I can solve that puzzle now. I'm guessing I have to go up here. Maybe we clear out everything down here first. I don't know. Although, I should probably clear up my inventory a little bit. Gonna have that person like pop up like right from there, but it's just gonna be irritating rather than deadly since it's one of the weaker ones. Ah, shit. I hate this stuff. I hate these rooms. Can't see worth shit. Huh. Nope, that's a dead end. In any sort of like game that cared about verisimilitude or realism or anything like that, you could like, you know, crawl under these things. I don't actually think there's a way across there. Yeah, there is. Rusted key. Okay, we know that that's a puzzle for that one rusted padlock that we saw blocking one of the doors. I'm wondering which of these things I'm going to pick up that's going to trigger the thing that chased me through here. It's going to cause me to like run into the barbed wire that's going to kill me. Because that I'm not going to like. That is a trap. Why is that like that? Plate of flesh. Great. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell with this game, like, because sometimes it feels like stuff is out of bounds, is what happens to me. So I end up missing those kinds of things. I like how there's just this thing in here where it's like, literally, I don't think you can get it. Because you can just clearly see it's fully surrounded. That's very, like, my innate, I need to collect all the things is destroying me here. It's actually not that bad, I don't care that much. Okay, I'm just gonna go up. Okay, where are we? This is that door that unlocks from the other side, so we'll be down here. Rusted padlock was this way, I think. Stay away from you two, because you'll probably get back up if I get near you. Especially because it's been so long since I've been down there. Okay, so rusted padlock should be over on... That's this one, isn't it? Okay, so that gets rid of that. Uh-huh. And what are you? Another wooden doll. So this is going to be the medium one. There's some more grenades there. But don't need to worry about that right now. Let's just go dump off our inventory. So I want to carry this with me so I can combine them all right away. I'm going to need to do some weird inventory stuff to get that one actually cleared, so I'm going to leave that as is for now. Clearly that one's the medium one, so I need like all three. Or the one that we're finding here is the medium one, rather. What shape is this? Square. Okay. So let's just dump a whole ton of stuff into our inventory. Sure, like all of that stuff. Get room for you. Three wooden dolls stacked inside each other. The outer doll has a hexagonal base. Still not 100% sure where that goes, so let's put the Matryoshka doll away. Let's grab our pistol ammo again. I only have 16 of it. I think we still stick with this gun, though. You just sort of switch between them based on, like, what's running out of ammo and what's not. I could try to do the ring puzzle right now, but I can't remember where that actually goes, so I'm not going to. Instead, let's do the square puzzle. I'll show you what I was talking about when I was like, okay, this probably is a way to do it. Okay. Okay, so I thought that this diagnostic thing here would actually sort of adjust as I was going along, but it doesn't. Instead, this thing does. So you can see that it's sort of going around in this sort of like loopy way here. This is clearly not the right solution. This is not a shape that we care about, so we're going to go ahead and try dropping this down like that. I also don't think that's the shape we care about. We're looking for a square. This is actually fairly square-like, and then this is actually really, really forgiving. So we're going to try this. It's like a K. Okay. I hate the interface here. Let's see here. K. The only reason I think that you might not have to actually look for a specific code pattern thing is because, like, it's so wide in how far you can get away from the actual number that, like, it's pretty forgiving. Like that. Ow, what the hell? Shit. Oh, what the hell? That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Alright, so that combination is going to be quite annoying. I'm not sure I want to be using the 10 mil for this. I'm gonna heal before we do this one. Okay, what do we want to do here? It doesn't seem like there's a ton of enemies in there, but I don't know how many are going to spawn from the ground. What I probably want to do is find that one that actually, like, exists in there, and I want to flare gun them. That leaves me with 2 empty slots here. That was a great ambush. Yeah. Unfair, however, but yeah. Okay. Can I see these wires without... I don't think I can. Okay, so it should head over here. If I don't move, it won't trigger the floor ones. Okay, so once this one's actually permanently dead, we can change how the room dynamic works a little bit, because that one won't respawn. You can only see pixels of them. I don't even know if I can see pixels of them without the light on. So now it won't trigger the combat. Oh, no, they still can. Damn it. Does this guy still trigger if I don't have the light turned on? No. Oh. Alright, well. Whatever. There's more of you? Damn it. The pop from the flare gun sounds an awful lot like the shot from like your regular pistol, though. Man, this place I hate. This place I dislike. I think we should just be assuming, like, going through here that we're just never coming back and we just fight our way through it. Is probably how we're supposed to deal with this place. All right. I really wish I could be getting better than these repair sprays that we're getting. Damn it! Yeah, sacrifices what I had to do to get through this stupid room. All my bullets. Okay. Anything else in here? I don't think so. The diagonals with this stuff is making me nervous, but whatever. The movement in this game is not like hyper precise, so your movement controls are a little bit tank control-y. Okay, what have we got for those? I think we got 4 of them now. I'm gonna go try and remember how the hell to get to the Empress room. I think that was through here, actually. You have to switch guns, though. Okay, let's, I only have 1 auto-injector left. Let's use shotgun now. Let's never do that again? Yeah, basically. Watch as I miss something really important in there. Okay, I'm just gonna use a couple repair sprays, maybe. That'll have to do for now. And we're probably going to get in a fight in the room that we're headed to here as well. Okay, are you guys getting back up? No. Interesting. Don't remember that being here last time. It probably was, though, but... let's see here. First, crown. Then nothing. I hope this is the right way around. Plate of Knowledge. It's kind of expecting there to be like a spooky face underneath there. I was anticipating it, but unfortunately it's just nothing. So, okay, well, whatever. Alright, we got 5 of the plates now? They didn't get up again. That was very polite of them. How many have we got here? Knowledge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not what I want to be doing here. Let's do it this way. You know what? I think I know it. I think I've got them all. Let's drop that in there. We'll grab 3 of you other ones. Whatever. I'm not going to carry all 6 at the same time. I don't want to run around without a gun. Let's just see what we can pack in there with what we got. If I can even remember where that stupid door is. I think it's up this way. Yeah, here we go. Okay. My internal memory in my brain is rapidly running out, and I can't remember, like, if there's other rooms that we haven't gotten to, but I think this might work. We'll find out in a bit. Damn. Nope. Okay. So where have I not yet been? Did I clear everything in the flesh room down there? I don't know. I feel like I did. Well, I guess we could jump down there and figure out where, what's her name is. There's the numpad door at the bottom. Oh, right. What was that was a pentagon, right? Let's see here. This is the one I said I'm never going back in. Oh, those guys stayed dead. That's different. I didn't think they would. I thought the floor gremlins would actually respawn there. Okay, let's go find out what a hexagon pattern, or a pentagon. I got distracted by the fact that we got the square one, so I forgot that there was also another one. Alright. Or hexagon? No, we already did hexagon. Hexagon was that, yeah, on this floor. It was definitely a pentagon. Okay, I'm gonna sort of assume that the higher you go, then... This one's creating that 6-sided pattern there. This looks like a cube. So I feel like we go down to 170? 180? 180? We'll try. Yeah, whatever. This looks like a 5-sided object to me. So it's, okay, that's an interesting pattern, but that should be doable. Okay. That one's technically a sequence pattern, but not in a very direct way. Just using that as a cushion now. Up yours. But I would totally take it if I had permission. Okay. See? Pentagon. Alright, what's your walk pattern here? The way they got these floors arranged, it's getting a lot harder to just juke past enemies. Yeah. Some more Nitro Express with the gun that we're clearly not able to use because it's obviously someone else's. So obviously we're not going to get to use that, but alright, what's the puzzle here? Something bad's gonna happen, isn't it? Oh, I have to use the doll. Glad I forgot to put that back. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I've got this in my inventory. That's not good. But apparently, it's fine. Okay. Still the same. Okay. Alright, so drop off that. Drop off all that. Still got plenty of shotgun ammo right now. Switch to this. Yeah, whatever. Done with you. Oh, wait. Didn't notice the first time around that was there. Okay. Or maybe I had a full inventory either way. Just never let those two get back up and we're fine. Same with those two over there in that corner. Okay, I think that's the last of them then. Alright, let's just give it a go, I guess. I just think it'd be nice in games like this where, like, they've got someone who's, like, unconscious or whatever, if there was a mechanic where you could just sit there until they get better. Right. Well, that's different. Also, that interface is not looking... That interface is not looking so good. I wonder what's going on with that. Alright. I thought you died. It's impossible to move on. Well, I mean, okay. I guess you're pretty dead. I've been here so many times, but I've never returned. The commander never spoke about what she saw out there. I'm sure whatever it was what made her fall sick. The Repi, let's not find out. Something about her changed when she returned. She was no longer our beloved leader, Falk. What waits beyond the threshold? It doesn't matter. Ikwarta. Give me back my picture, dickhead. Don't know what that means. Beyond the gate. Emptiness. This isn't empty. There's red and there's pillars. Who are you? Come closer. Okay. I don't think red is an object, though. I mean, an orange is an object. I don't see why red can't be. Warm Bistuher? Why are you here, I think? I've been waiting. Alina Sio. For you. Esther. For us. Marianne Young. It's the painting of the island. Los Carcosa? Can't argue with that logic. Be not afraid. This would be so much easier if I knew any Chinese, Japanese, or German. That would just make this probably a lot easier to figure out what the hell's going on for me. Because then I could read stuff. Remember our promise. That's the ship that we were in during the prologue, which had crashed on a planet that was basically a doomed expedition. Wake up. Actung, a Bolson system. Something. Oh, well, I kind of needed that arm. That was my gun shooting arm. Well, shit. Wake up. Well, that's interesting that that's the ending. I didn't think that would be. So we clearly missed some things. So I'm going to potentially have to look up a different ending or something like that. Because, like, we didn't actually ever get the rifle, for example. Unless there's an epilogue or something like that. Because this seems like the kind of game that would actually do that to us. But there's clearly things that I've missed here, and I'm not sure what it is that we need to do to, like, cause different endings or whatever. It's also possible for a lot of horror games to not be able to reach different endings on your first playthrough, like you're guaranteed a specific ending on your first playthrough. That could be what's happening here as well. So yeah, the fact that this is here, this is changed to this, like the eye's no longer tracking and stuff like that. And the fact that it's wiped my save file and is now begin tells me that there's something going on here that's different if I hit a new file here. But I'm not actually going to do another playthrough right now. I'm going to look up to make sure that I'm actually correct in this. Because if I'm wrong, I don't want to do an entire playthrough just to get the exact same thing again. But I feel like this is one of those sort of games where, especially because, like, there's this sort of element of there's a bit of recursion going on here because you keep going to these places and you can see like a whole bunch of yourself, air quotes, in those places, which means that this has been looping in one capacity or another. Like you get to those elevators where you see yourself like falling down the elevator shaft, and it looks like you, the same unit that you are. You get to that last place, and there's those three different people, but there's a whole bunch of different iterations of those three different people that have all presumably been there. So there's some kind of element of recursion going on here. There's something going on with that changed identity. And I think that because of that, we're not supposed to be able to figure everything out on the first loop. But I'm also just going to look up, make sure that it's not because I just did something stupid, because if I just blitz through the game and do the exact same thing again, then obviously I'm not going to get a different result. I'm going to get the exact same result there. But yeah, we're going to call it for today because of the fact that we did technically finish this. I'll come back to this at some point, but we'll be back to Persona, I guess, on Wednesday because we technically beat the game here. I really am pretty sure that there's more to this, though. So in any event, hope you found this one enjoyable.